You know what, okay, I'll just respond to what you said, yung gusto nila mawala yung matanggal yung checks and balances, di ba? Eh ngayon pa lang, wala namang checks and balances eh, di ba? We dinidemand ng taong bayan yung extraordinary funds that they account to us, but
billions.
They just ignore us, di ba? So, that people's initiative, no, apart from taking away the checks and balances, it's really to perpetuate the Marcoses in power. That's it.
Oo. At pupunta natin yan sapagkat nagsalita ang iba pa mga alkalde at mga taong bayan. Brother Franco, take it away.
Ito, Eric, nagsalita na nga ang mga residente ng Marikina City kaugnay sa kontrobersyal na People's Initiative para amyendahan ang konstitusyon. Narito ang balita ni MJ Mondejar.
Marikina is not for sale. Marikina is not for sale. Marikina is not for sale.
Mayor ng Marikina, may matinding hamon, di umano raw kinatampalasulos. Hilig kasi magpapirma. Pagsulo ng People's Initiative, kalakip nga raw di umano dito ay malaking pondo para gamitin lang sa kapritsuhan. Para siguro manatili pa ng mas matagal sa posisyon at hati-hati ng mamamayan na naghihintay palagi ng suporta sa gobyerno. Ano ba talaga nangyayari sa Kongreso at tila pa nagkakadawatak-watak na ang mga opisyal ng gobyerno raw dahil lang sa ambisyong politikal at maruming laro ng mga politiko. Sumbat tuloy ng netizen, bakit deprived ng Congress ang pondo para sa bayan? Hindi yan pera nila. Dapat ilan na at gamitin para sa paglago ng kabuhayan ng mga tao at pagpalago ng ekonomiya. At para lagi ka updated sa mga bagong upload natin araw-araw, tayo sumentro sa pagkakaisa at bagong pag-asa. Ito ang Tindig Pinas. Huwag mong kalimutan i-like agad ang video at kung hindi ka pa nakapag-subscribe, subscribe na yan.
That's why you can understand perfectly well bakit ang ating armed forces ang number one, no, na most trusted. Talagang nakikita naman natin, no, talagang nagtatrabaho at maaasahan kahit na anong mangyari sa Pilipinas, no. For 50 plus years walang NTF-ELCAC pero tumayo sila diyan at sila ang sumangga, no, sa mga komunistang teroristang 'yan. Kung kaya't buhay pa tayo at nakatayo pa ang Pilipinas. And they will do that until matapos natin ito.
At nakakalungkot sapagkat ang ating mga sundalo, ang ating security forces, including ang mga pulis, ay naiipit po dito sa maruming laro ng politika sa mga may hawak ng kapangyarihan. Lalo na po ang nagsusulong ng PI, napakalaki ng pondong winawaldas, ginagamit ang poder para hati-hatiin at tinlangin ang mamamayan, samantalang nag-aantay ng suportang politikal, moral at pinansyal resources ang ating mga kasundaluhan at mga pulis para ipasok na ang development program para lubusang maabot ang pangsiguridad na pag-abante ng mga lugar na na-clear na nila sa CPP, NPA, NDF sa gapos ng terorismo, and yet walang pakialam ang Kongreso, lalo na ang lower house na ngayon ay siyang pasimuno ng pagkakawatak-watak ng buong bansa. Dahil sa ambisyon politikal at maruming laro nila sa pamumulitika, ang pamunuan nakikipagsabuatan pa sa mga urban infiltrators and operatives ng CPP, NPA, NDF. Mabuti na lang at professional po at mataas ang inabot na antas ng professional development and discipline ng CPP, ng AFP at ng ating security forces, sapagkat kung hindi, makikita nila they will become frustrated with this kind of dirty political maneuverings, abuse of power, and abuse of fund. Mabuti at sila'y insulated because of the internal discipline mechanism and professional level na inabot nila sa karanasan ng ating kasaysayan. Nagpapasalamat tayo na focus pa rin sila sa misyon. Saludo po kami sa inyong mga tagumpay dyan sa Samar, Negros, sa Panay Island at ngayon dito sa North Central Mindanao. Tuloy-tuloy lang ang pag-abante para tapusin ang gapos ng terorismo ng CPP, NPA, NDF, Ma'am Lorraine and Brother Franco.
And they're the ones that are on the ground, no? Yung kapulisan natin at yung mga kasundaluhan natin na you would wish na natamaan naman ng hiya itong mga politicians natin. Kasi sino ba nagbubuwis ng buhay dito, no? Sila yung on the ground eh. Sila yung nag-aalay ng buhay nila araw-araw, ang kapulisan natin at ang kasundaluhan natin. At yung mga magagandang programs no, yung sa NTF-ELCAC, no, yung Barangay Development Program, ang mga utak niyan, ang mga the brains behind this beautiful program ay ang mga yung mga sundalo, no? Sila Secretary Esperon,
Yes.
na mga PMAers ang
Secretary
nag-ano niyan.
Anyo, Secretary Kapuya.
At saka yung mga kwento na naririnig natin kay General Parlade, for instance, no,
Ayan.
siya ay tenyente pa. Sila talaga yung nag-aambag-ambag para merong maliit na eskwelahan yung mga maliliit na bata, 'di ba? So and in the PNP naman, yung napakagandang programa din, yung RPSB, no, na talagang nag-aantay lang sila ng pondo, humingi lang ng pondo. So itong Barangay Development Program, for instance, no,
Yes, tama.
ang brains behind that are soldiers, no, and who are the ones that nagtigbak niyan? Eh di mga politiko,
Politiko,
no, for
Kongreso.
reasons that I don't understand to this day, no, na talagang I cannot wrap my mind around it. So sana tamaan naman kayo ng hiya, kasi hindi lang yung sundalo ang nagsisakripisyo dito, kundi mga asawa nila, mga anak nila, no? Tapos ito and they're watching all of this political circus na obscene amounts are being stolen, plundered from the people. Samantalang patakan mo lang ng konti mga pinakamahihirap natin mga kababayan, bubuti na buhay nila, no?
This brings us, Ma'am, Frank, your
yeah.
reaction to this.
Yan.
Ang kinaltas nila, 6.7 billion na pondo para sa Barangay Development Program for almost 800 barangays na hindi pa naabot ng Barangay
6.7 billion.
Ang kinaltas.
Yeah.
Ang naiwan, mga 2.3 billion lang, Frank, or less than 2.5 billion. Anong reaction mo dito, Brother Franco? At nakita, matasaksihan mo on the ground, kayo nila, Ma'am Lorraine, kagaya namin, na palaging nasa ground, sa Samar alone, nag-aantay na ng development, kalsada, paaralan, kabuhayan, walang pumapatak.
Kasi, yes, correct ka, Eric. In general kasi, alam naman natin sa Kongreso nang gagaling ang ating pondo.
Oo, sila
Kaya nga,
nag-approve
nabanggit ni Atty. Busantog na isa sa mga gusto nila kung bakit pinupush nila ang People's Initiative para baguhin ang ating saligang batas is tanggalin yung checks and balance. Para kung matanggal nila to, they can manipulate everything,
Correct.
including the funds, nang sa gayon, nasa kanila ang lakas. Ngayon, luluhod sa kanila ang lahat na nangangailangan.
Mayors.
Mga mayors.
barangay officials.
Ngayon pa lang may mga kilala tayong mayor na hirap sila ngayong kumilos. Dahil nga
And
kailangan
real
nila
public
magpasubmit.
servants.
Yes.
Yes, Ma'am. Magagaling ito
Say
ng mga
again,
mayor.
how do they do it again, Eric? Franco?
Yes, syempre,
Humingi
ma'am.
ng tulong. And
Yes,
then,
gusto nilang, of course, may mga project sila sa
Yeah.
kanilang mga...
Hindi mapunduhan.
Di mapunduhan.
Mga
Siyempre,
mayor.
nasa Congress,
Yes,
nasa
ma'am.
kongresista yan eh. Nasa kanila ang daan
Okay.
para mabigyan sila ng kanilang
Kasi
mga
lalapit
funds
ka sa
proyekto.
congressional office,
lalapit
magsasubmit
talaga
ka ng request.
Correct.
Oo.
Pagkalaban ka ng kongresista
Oo.
at ang ng mayor at ng governor, hindi ka makakakuha ng project kasi doon sa mga political favors nila binibigay. Samantalang may binanggit ka kahapon, Ma'am Lorraine, na kaya naman pala mag-allocate ng 14 billion pesos para sa walang saysay na referendum na hindi naman hiningi
correct.
ng mamamayan, pero kinaltasan mo ng 6.7 billion pesos ang kawawang mga barangay at mga pobre na mamamayan.
Kaya ka, Eric, dahil dyan, marami sa ating mga kababayan, hindi lang sa Davao City. Sa Davao City, nasa 70,000 ang nag-isa para sa kanilang People's Initiative. At meron din tayo.
Against doon sa budol-budol na
Correct.
politicians initiative pa pirma diskarte.
Yeah, that's
You know
right.
what? Okay, I'll just respond to what you said. Yung gusto nila mawala yung matanggal yung checks and
Checks and
balances,
balance.
di ba? Ngayon pa lang, wala namang checks and balances di ba? We dinidemand ng taong bayan yung extraordinary funds that they account to us, but
Yeah, billions.
they just ignore us, di ba? So,
correct.
that people's initiative, no, apart from taking away the checks and balances, it's really to perpetuate the Marcoses in power.
In power.
That's it.
Oo.
correct.
At pupunta natin yan sapagkat
Dyan.
nagsalita ang iba pa mga alkalde at mga taong bayan. Brother Franco, take it
Yes.
away.
Ito, ka Eric, nagsalita na nga ang mga residente ng Marikina City kaugnay sa kontrobersyal na People's Initiative para amyendahan ang konstitusyon. Narito ang balita ni MJ Mondehar.
Marikina is not for sale. Marikina is not for sale. Marikina is not for sale.
Ito ang kauna-unahang sigaw kontra People's Initiative ng mga residente dito sa Metro Manila. Ayon sa grupo ng mga dating kapitan at konsehal ng Marikina City, unconstitutional ang PI dahil hindi galing sa taong bayan ang inisyatiba.
Dapat pag pumirma ka, yung kusang loob mo, yun ang People's Initiative. Pero once na ikaw yung pumirma at may kapalit, hindi na People's Initiative.
Diin ng grupo, hindi bobo ang mga taga-syudad na hindi mahalatang panggugulang ang pangangalap ng pirma sa kontrobersyal na PI.
Hindi po matatalino tiga Marikina. Kaya po kami nagpagawa nito para lalong magising yung mga iba na nalalabuan, baka mapapirme.
Sa Davao City, unang pumutok ang Davaoenos are not for sale movement. Hanggang sa naging Mindanaoans are not for sale ang panawagan sa nakaraang prayer rally na pinangunahan ni dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte. Ang iba naman, Filipinos are not for sale ang kampanya. Masidhing pagtutol sa anyay bilihan ng pirma kapalit ng ayuda at salapi para amyendahan ang 1987 Constitution. Binantaan naman ni City Mayor Marcy Teodoro na ipapaaresto nito ang lahat ng mga magpapapirma sa PI sa kanilang syudad.
At kung ito ay ginagawa ng pagpapirma na may kapalit na kabayaran, ito ay isang criminal act. At kung isa tong criminal act, ito ay dadakpin natin at hindi natin papayagan mangyari.
Hindi sumali sa People's Initiative ang 2 legislative district ng Marikina. Kabilang sila sa 44 na natatanging distrito sa buong Pilipinas na tutol sa PI. Pero kahit ganon, may mga sububok raw na magpapirma sa syudad.
Ang mga nagpapapirma hindi mga taga Marikina, galing sa ibang lugar. Huwag niyong subukan na gawin ito sa Marikina. Huwag niyong maliitin ang kakayahan ng mga taga Marikina at ang talino ng mga taga Marikina. Mariqueños are not for sale. Panatilihin natin ito. Panatilihin natin yung ating dangal.
Para sa Diyos at sa Pilipinas kong mahal, MJ Mondihar, SMNI News.
Saludo, Mayor Marcy.
Ang laban kasamang bayan at sambayan ng Pilipino
Galing,
kay
galing.
Mayor Marcy Teodoro at sa mga mamamayan at mga lokal at mga barangay officials sa Marikina. Pero may isa pa na matapang din ang mayor.
Isabay na natin.
Malaking
ang,
syudad.
Mayor ng Cebu, Eric.
Michael Rama.
O yan, panoorin po natin ang pahayag din po ng ating butihing mayor sa Cebu na si Mike Rama sa kanyang hinaing sa People's Initiative.
Okay, Mayor, go.
I am very emphatic. Cebu City is not for sale. If you talk about people's initiative, I've been very clear. It's not the people initiative. It's Congress initiative. So it has become congressional initiative.
What is your thought on the pronouncement of former President Duterte?
About,
PBBM.
we'll pray. We have to pray. I cannot be spokesman for the president, neither I can be the spokesman for BBM.
What is your stand?
These are accusations that has to be answered. Has to be answered. Because if it's not going to be answered intelligently and very circumspect, then we will have a problem in this country.
Usay epektuhan ni sa partido, Mayor?
No, the party has to we have to convene. We have to convene. And we cannot just let our chairman be alone because he made a stand. So we have to discuss. If that stand, whether it's a party stand, then we have to support it.
As the Mayor of Cebu City, what is your
As
stand?
the mayor of the city of Cebu, it's all praise, settle, and focus on local matters.
As the President of the League of
I have to
Mayors.
bring it to all, everybody in Sunday. Keep cool. Let's wait. This whole thing will be addressed intelligently.
Okay, Mayor.
Ayun, napakaganda. Next to Metro Manila, the key cities are Cebu City, Davao City, Iloilo City, Bacolod, and then mga cities sa Metro Manila. So tatlong malalaking syudad na mga alkalde nagsalita, including local officials. Mayroon pa kay Mayor Baste?
Wait lang, hinahanap pa natin.
Okay. So tatlo na. Mayor Baste Duterte ng Davao City. Mayor Marcy Teodoro ng Marikina City. Dito sa NCR, the first mayor to defy the order of the DILG at ng poderoso na si Martin Romualdez na itulak at isalaksak sa lalamunan ng mamamayan.
Yeah, and the
PI
truth
nila.
is, may mga mayors na kilala namin personally na magagaling na mga mayors, na mga totoong lingkod bayan katulad nila Mayor Marcy at Mayor Rama and Mayor Baste na hindi nagsasalita kasi natatakot sila sa mga kongresista nila na hawak ni Martin Romualdez na hindi sila bibigyan ng pera, para sa mga projects nila katulad ng ginawa niya sa Davao.
Yes. As if pera niyang personal ito, sabi ni Pangulong Duterte, hindi niyo pera yan. Pera yan ng taong bayan ang pinamumudmud at inaabuso ninyo. Kaya ako galit. So, yun ang sinasabi ni Pangulong Duterte.
ulitin ko lang yung kwento ko talaga. Kasi
sige.
kailangan talaga marinig ng Pilipino ito para hindi ninyo kakalimutan kasi baka akala nyo imbento ito. No, nung kami ay nakaupo dyan at kakain kami at uupo kami kasama si President Duterte, sasabihin niya ganito, yan lang yung ulam natin. Meron tayong piniritong isda, may miswa tayo, meron tayong, iniisa-isa niya, meron tayong prutas, may dessert, may kanin. Okay naman yan. No? Kasi hindi natin pera yan. Pera ng taong bayan. Pwede nga sabay-sabay na kami, pera ng taong bayan yan. Every day that we ate with him like that, it was really like that. He really lived it. It was so quiet. And let me tell you the difference. When I went back to Malacanang, under this president, I was so shocked at what I saw. There was a buffet spread with steak and lobsters in the middle of the day. And I heard that this is an everyday thing. People's money. So this is what we mean, no? Kailangan hindi tayo papayag sa ganito. Kailangan meron tayong isang gobyerno na nahihiya sa taong bayan. Na maliwanag sa kanila. Katulad ng sinabi ni Eric, hindi ninyo pera yan, Martin Romualdez, pera ng taong bayan yan.
At ang punto namin dito ni Ma'am Lorraine at ni Brother Franco, before ang aming susunod na balita na napakalaking balitang inihayag ng ating Vice Presidente din, una, pag nagsalita na po ang mga alkalde, kasama na ang mga barangay officials, tungkol sa isang bagay na nakakaapekto sa kanilang mga mamamayan at komunidad, malaking bagay po yan, dapat pakinggan yan ng ating nasyonal na mga pamunuan. Dapat nakikinig dito si Pangulong Bongbong Marcos Jr. at pati na po sina Speaker Martin Romualdez. Ayaw ng mamamayan, ayaw ng mga alkalde, mabuti na lang at may malakas ang loob, kagaya ni Mayor Marcy Teodoro, Mayor Basti Duterte at Mayor Mike Rama ng Cebu, Davao and Marikina na nagsasalita, but deep inside, alam po nila dahil si Mike Rama ay liga ng mga alkalde, League of Mayors, Vice President for the entire Visayas. So kilala at alam niya ang mga mayors at mga punong lingkod bayan na kanya nakakausap, hindi lang makaporma dahil nga sabi ni Ma'am Lorraine, kinukuga, no? Ginaksakal.
Rotten politics
na pag hindi ka sumunod,
Martin Romualdez
wala kang
gutter.
project.
Yeah.
Wala kang pondo.
Alam mo, I thought we were
Yun.
over with that kind of politics. Akala ko tapos na yun.
Patronage.
Hindi pala. Binalik
Correct.
ni Martin Romualdez.
At ma'am, idugtong natin. Ang maganda sa Marikina, sinabi ni Mayor Teodoro, subukan yung pilitin ang mga tao sa Marikina, ang mamamayan dito, at magpapirma kayo na may kapalit na pananakot o kaya pamimilit o kaya panluloko, ipapaaresto kayo sapagkat yan ay krimen. Tama po. Mahuhulog po yan sa bribery, mahuhulog po yan sa vote buying, violation po yan ng Omnibus Election Code, criminal offense po yan.
Technical malversation.
Technical malversation. Kapag pundo at program ng gobyerno, ipapuntahin mo sa isang programang pribado ang layunin, tama si Ma'am Lorraine, yan ay technical malversation. Krimen din yan. Kaya tama po ang tawag dyan, citizen's arrest. Yan ay in flagranti delicto. Kapag ginawa yan, sabi niya, mga pagpapirma na may panunuhol at may panluloko, aarestuhin kayo namin sa Marikina. Saludo, Mayor Marcy Teodoro, ikaw ang totoo at tamang lingkod bayan at alkalde na alam ang direksyon ng mabuting pamamahala. Sana, ganon din ang iba pang mga local officials at pati ang presidente ng bansa. If a mayor can do that, in a city like Marikina, to be very categorical and clear in the direction of good governance, in the direction of the rule of law, in the direction of protecting the welfare and the rights of the people, much more that it should be demanded on the president. Thank you, Mayor Marcy.
Yeah,
Yes.
you know what? What we're seeing, kasi nakikita natin ngayon, no, Franco, Eric, mga kababayan, no, na nakakabigat ng kalooban ng Pilipino, all this display of disgusting leaders, no? Disgusting. That's why it's so important that there are mayors like Mayor Marcy, that there are mayors like leaders like Mayor Rama, Mayor Baste,
Duterte.
that really show us, no, that it's not true that ang politiko na Pilipino ay corrupt, pagnanakaw, walang pakialam. Katulad doon nakikita natin sa Kongreso ngayon, hindi ko nilalahat. Pero marami sa kanila ngayon, walang nagsasalita. Nobody's taking a principled stand except for a handful. Diba? So, as a country, kasi this is like a classroom, we're studying this, di ba? This is what real leadership looks like. Ganito yung totoong leader. So ito yung iboboto natin, yung may track record. Kasi si Mayor Marcy, Mayor Rama, Mayor Baste, and specifically, I want to talk about Mayor Marcy. I know him personally, I've worked with him personally. Totoong lingkod bayan.
Public servant.
Nakita niyo naman kung magsalita.
Malumanay.
Tahimik pero may tapang, di ba? So ganyan ang leader, ganyan.
Correct. At bago tayo dumako sa kabilang news, babanggitin ko lang din syempre ang Undersecretary ng DILG kung saan
Magaling din.
Yes.
Sinabi ni
Yes.
Benhur Abalos na opinion niya lang yan.
Yeah.
At itigil mo yung pagsasalita na
Yusek
walang
Balmosina.
clearance.
Ang gusto lang naman ni Yusek Balmosina is dapat hindi mangialam ang mga barangay officials.
Dapat.
Bakit sila yung magpupush?
Kasi mali yun.
Mali yun. Totoo naman,
Principle stand.
bagay na hindi sinang-ayunan ng mayor ng Davao tuloy, ng Marikina, ng Cebu, at ng Davao.
And there are already 44 congressional districts na hindi sumunod
Correct.
at tumalima sa panawagan at kumpas na hindi umaamin pero booking na nila Martin Romualdez na itulak todo-todo at isalaksak sa lalamunan ng mamamayan at ipilit ang budol-budol na PI na para sa kanilang interes. So 44 na mga areas ito at sigurado yan, iipitin ang kanilang budget, iipitin ang kanilang mga pondo, projects, at pati na ang kanilang mga extraordinary support fund. Pero sa nakikita natin ngayon, naninindigan na pati mga Catholic Bishops' Conference of the Philippines,
Pero-
ang Jesus is Lord movement, at marami pang religious community. Nagsasalita ang buong Senado, unanimous,
Ayan.
walang pumapabor. First time ko nakita, namin dito ni Ma'am Lorraine, Brother Franco, in the political history of the country, na nagkaroon ng ganito kaaga but very divisive and very categorical polarization of the position of the Senate versus the House of Representatives.
Yan.
First time natin nakita ito. So ano pa ang mga indicators na hinahanap natin, Mr. President? Ano pa po para sabihan si Martin Romualdez, itigil mo yan or umalis ka bilang Speaker of the House sapagkat ikaw ang humihila sa bansang ito para magkagulo at magkaroon ng political divisiveness and conflict. At ang buong gobyerno at ang mga mamamayan ay nagsasuffer dahil dyan sa inyong ginagawa.
Yan.
But how can the President not talk about it categorically? Because obviously involved siya. Involved sila sa
Correct.
pakana na ito.
At
He's the one behind it. No?
Yes.
So when you say na isinasalaksak sa baga natin itong budol-budol na People's Initiative na yan, ang totoong naririnig ko dito, isinasalaksak sa baga natin nila Martin Romualdez yung sarili nila na maging Prime Minister natin, at itong si President Marcos ay ganun din. Isinasalaksak din niya sa baga natin unless proven otherwise, no? Unless he really puts a complete stop to all of this.
Correct.
We can only surmise one thing, that he's part of it. He's
siya.
really the brains behind it. And that indeed, what the former president says is correct, that he wants to perpetuate himself in
Yeah.
power. And this is what this whole PI thing is about, no?
Very
Yan.
elementary logic.
Pero isa lang yan sa mga isyong kinakaharap natin. Pero bago natin, kasi may maganda pa tayong tatalakayin, pero narito na rin kasi ang ating magiging guest. Pero bago ang lahat,
Okay, nandiyan na.
yes,
Wala yung
importante.
kay Baste.
Pagbalik natin. Sige, maganda rin yun.
Okay.
Pero mga kababayan, standby lang po muna tayo. Marami pang may init na isyu ang ating.
At tumani nga ito nagsamot-saring reaksyon mula sa mundo ng social media. Komento na nga lang din ng mga netizens sa naging isyong ito. Sa administrasyon lang FPRT ang pinakamaraming mga surrenderies. Duterte's the best president na na-experience ko sa buong buhay ko. Hindi lang hiya ang gusto kong tumama sa mga politiko na yan, kundi yung malakas na kidlat. Wala na po talagang check and balance sa gobyerno ngayon kasi mismo mga taga-Makabayan Block ay binusalan na nila ng pera. Kaya wala nang kumo-question sa kanila dyan sa Kongreso, pati mga mainstream media.
In aid of legislation on the alleged involvement of the officers and personnel of the Philippine National Police assigned at the Office of the Chief PNP, National Capital Region, Police Office, and the District Special Operation Unit, Southern Police District on the commission of the crimes of unlawful arrest, arbitrary detention, robbery, and grave coercion against 4 female Chinese nationals. Initial information gathered 4 female Chinese nationals, to give you some background on this issue, were alleged unlawfully accosted and arrested by the police at midnight of September 16, 2023 at the 18th floor of Solamere Park Suites Tower D, Bradco Avenue, Asiana Business Park, Barangay Baclaran, Parañaque City. These 4 female Chinese nationals are so named: Dang Lina, aka Miao Ying, Hu Yi, Ling Lang Ping, and Li Wan Wan. Moreover, they remarked that they vividly remembered that the sound of money counting machine lasted for several hours, almost 5 hours, and were able to surmise that the amount of money that the police had counted amounted to several million pesos. After being held inside the unit 1811 for several hours, the 4 Chinese females were then brought to the District Special Operation Unit of the Southern Police District, Philippine National Police, situated and located in Taguig City. The 4 Chinese nationals claimed that they were illegally detained on September 16 up to September 2023 at the DSOU SPD and was then transferred to the Tambo Police Substation, Soler, base of the Parañaque City Police Station thereafter until the release on September 30, 2023. However, no warrants of arrest or commitment orders were presented to them by the police to warrant their continued detention and confinement inside their police station.
The subject of this inquiry is the irregularities committed in the implementation of the search warrant committed by DSOU SPD. The operation was conducted on September 16, 2023 at around 1 a.m. at Unit 1811, 18th floor, Solimare Park Suites, Tower D, Barangay Tambo, Parañaque City. The victims of these irregularities are the respondents or the person subject of the search warrant: Lin Xingji, aka Boss Lin, and Zhao Ji, aka Boss Ki, both Chinese nationals. 7 female and 9 Chinese nationals and 1 Filipina. The operating team was composed of the District Special Operations Unit and Women and Children Protection Desk of SPD Headquarters, together with Tambo Substation, SWAT, and TMRU of Parañaque City Police Station. Kindly click yung irregularities. When we investigated this, these were the conclusions by our investigators. There was planting of evidence, robbery, perjury, falsification of public documents, abuse in the service of search warrant, violation of domicile, obstruction of justice, violation of the directives and policies of police operational procedures. And the operating units, as I have said, please click, with a total of, kindly go to a total of 43. Actually, these are the 43 are the personnel currently undergoing or subjected to pre-charge investigation, including 2 officers with the rank of 1 Brigadier General and 1 Police Colonel, a total of 45. Out of the 44 involved in the operation by the SPD DSOU, 35 were recommended for summary hearing proceedings and 9 were not administratively charged due to lack of probable cause. Police Colonel Charlie Cabladilla was likewise charged after he was found to have assisted in the commission of the offenses. As to the status of the administrative cases, the 34 respondents are currently undergoing summary hearing dismissal proceedings, while the administrative disciplinary proceedings against General Mariano Cabradilla are pending, while awaiting for the issuance of presidential clearance as mandated under NAPOLCOM 2016-002. As regards the criminal case filed by the DSOU SPD against the Chinese nationals. The information was filed by Senior Romeo G. Bautista Deport of Parañaque City on November 9, 2023 against Lin Shinju, aka Boslin, and Boski for violation of RA 10591. The RTC Branch 294 Parañaque City issued a subpoena duces tecum ad testificandum on December 21, 2023, directing the Chief RIDMD to appear and bring relevant documents on the case for violation of 10591.
I came here with a clear conscience that I have not committed any wrong or omitted to the right expected of me in my capacity as a district director. With the assurance of my strong commitment to participate in this investigation in aid of legislation, I am here to answer the questions and queries of this honorable committee in accord with the virtues of honesty and integrity, with the end view that I may be able to clear things out and thresh out the facts to guide this honorable committee in the drafting of appropriate policies for the Philippine National Police. The result of an honest-to-goodness investigation report dated October 6 was then submitted and endorsed to Acting Regional Director and CRPO on October 7, 2023 at around 3:57 a.m. with the recommendation for the filing of appropriate administrative charges against specific police officers for irregularities and or neglect in relation to the operational and procedural lapses committed during the conduct of operation in question. It is in my honest belief that the operations conducted by the District Special Operations Unit was marred by operational lapses or caused by malice, and this is the reason why I have caused the conduct of an honest, thorough, deliberate, and comprehensive probe over the police operation. All the involved police officers were also relieved from their assignments to pave way to an impartial investigation. True enough, the findings of the SPD investigating team as contained in the investigation report that I endorse supports this contention and ensure that after trial, those who will violated the policies will be penalized accordingly.
Mr. Chair, there were two investigations conducted, one by the NCRPO and one by the Southern Police District. If we listened intently to the presentation of both the presenters, may mga contradiction. Doon sa presentation ng commander ng NCRPO, if you look intently at the chronology of events, nandun na yung planting of evidence. Doon sa investigation na kinonduct ng Southern Police District, wala yung sinasabi na planting of evidence. As a matter of fact, ang sinabi lang ng commander or former commander ng Southern Police District, operational lapses lang yung kanyang sinasabi. And everything is in order. Now, Mr. Chair, ito po ay implementation of a search warrant at 44 people were involved doon sa isang kwarto. I find it personally unusual na such a big number of officers and non-officers ay involved dito. So, may I ask, Mr. Chair, yung mga involved dito na 35, do you agree with the report of your former district director?
Vice Chair, are you
I'm addressing this to the 35
so
who are being subjected already to summary hearing, because this might mean their dismissal from the service, Mr. Chair.
Are you asking this representation to this chair to ask
them,
each and every accused?
if they have a spokesperson, then they can assign their spokesperson.
Nandito ba lahat ng 35? Nandito ba lahat? Can you all stand up, yung mga 35 that are being accused of irregularities? O siguro, ano na lang, taas na lang natin ang kamay nila. Nominal. Or isa-isa natin silang tatanungin? O, sige, go ahead.
Yung mga opisyal na involved, na naimbestiga ngayon, do you agree with the report submitted or presented by your former district director?
Siguro,
Si Police Colonel Guevara.
Vice Chair, siguro kung hindi natin sila matatanong isa-isa, siguro taas na lang natin yung mga kamay.
Yes.
Andiyan man sila lahat.
Pero inuuna ko lang muna yung mga opisyal. Pero
Opisyalis muna. Sige, go ahead. Sige, go. Opisyalis muna. Si Colonel Guevara.
Thank you po.
I'm reminding you that you are under oath.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Thank you for recognizing me, Mr. Chair. With regard to the question regarding if I agree with the report of my
Could you please
Speak louder.
speak louder?
Yung mic,
Yung
yung
mic
mo lang.
mo.
regarding if I agree with the report of my former district director. Partly, Your Honor, I agree with the
When you say partly, anong ibig mong sabihin?
because we have already submitted our own position.
Hindi nga, ano ang ibig sabihin? Sabi mo, you agree partly with the report of your former director. What do you mean by that?
There are some, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, there are some details that was not included in the comprehensive report being made by my former district director. Your Honor.
Lapit mo, hindi ko masyadong marinig iho eh. Pasensya ka na, may edad na ako eh. I'm hard of hearing.
Pakilapit lang yung mic sa
Oo,
ano.
kasi
Because Your Honor, there are some details that was not included in the report being submitted by my former district director, Your Honor.
pero
But most of it, Your Honor, I agree with.
totoo lahat yon.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, sige. Si Major Quijana.
Yes, Mr. Chair. I agree with my former district director.
Okay.
That's it, sir.
Sige. Nandito na ba si Captain Menes? Wala pa? Wala pa?
About 5 minutes siguro, sir, nandito, sir. 5 minutes.
Si Magsalo. Oh.
So si Magsalos sandito.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Si Magsalos from Di Parañaque, no?
Yes.
Yes,
Oo.
Mr. Chair.
Saka si Limbawan, si Captain. Sige,
Totoo? You
Go ahead.
agree?
I agree, Mr. Chair.
So you do not agree with the investigation report of your NCRPO commander?
answer please.
I agree, Mr. Chair, with the report of my former district director, sir.
Hindi naman yun ang tanong ko. You disagree with the report of your NCRPO commander? Do you agree or not? Kasi sinasabi nyo dyan sa chat nyo, mahirap akong paikutin eh. Totoo, mahirap nyo akong paikutin talaga.
Major Magsalos, please answer the question. It's simple. Kung yung sinasabi ni Gerald Natates, hindi ka nag-agree doon, yes or no lang?
No, Mr. Chair.
Okay, go.
So,
Next.
you do not agree? Nervous ka na yun. Naalis na tuloy yung mo eh. You do not agree with the report of your NCRPO commander? Yes or no?
I disagree, Mr. Chair.
Yes. Captain Limbawan.
Wala pa ata si Captain Limbawan. No?
Wala
Andiyan na ba si Captain Limbawan?
Okay.
Wala pa. Okay,
Yung mga
members.
yung mga non-commission officers, those who agree with the report of your district director, please raise your right hand. Yung tanong ko, para maintindihan nyo, yung naniniwala na totoo yung report ng inyong district director, Southern Police District Director, ay totoo, pakitaas yung inyong mga kamay. Yung mga hindi naniniwala na hindi totoo, kindly raise your right hand. Wala. So, it is agreed.
At sa naging isyong ito, ano ang iyong naging reaksyon? Maghimalaya magbigay ng kanilang personal na opinion sa comment section. Hanggang sa muli tayo sa mentro sa pagkakaisa at bagong pag-asa. Ito ang Tindig Pinas. Huwag mo ang kalimutan i-like agad ang video. At kung hindi ka pa nakapag-subscribe, i-subscribe na yan.